We weren't able to hold our Resilient Roses last week because I was at work. So I apologize for that. The location I was into, I was thinking initially that there's going to be network at the workplace, but unfortunately, it was a remote village. It was too remote to the extent that there's no electricity in that village, no good road, nothing. So there wasn't anything like network in that village. So because of that, I wasn't able to hold the Resilient Roses again. So, but I thank God I'm here with all of you now. And yes, we can go ahead with our program like always. And I want to thank all of you who reached out to me. There are some of you guys here, and my co-host Victoria reached out to me. They all told me they missed me. We weren't able to have our program last week. They wanted to know the reason why, and of which I explained everything to all of them. So I really appreciate some of you that reached out to me. So thank you so much. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much. So in today's topic, we are going to talk about things that happen at our workplace and how Resilient Roses can handle issues at our workplace. So right now I'm going to type it there. I will type it to let us know the topic we are going to treat today. Okay? So please, before we proceed, can you guys tell me where you're chatting me from? I would like to know where my fans are chatting me from, or where you're watching me from. At least let me get to know some of you. Good evening, Sugar Plum. Oh, Asarok is chatting us from PH. Thank you so much, Asarok. Thank you for joining us from PH, Port Harcourt. God bless you for joining. Thank you so much. Oh my God, Abia State. Wow, this is interesting. Esther Michael, thank you so much from Abia. Wow, impressive, impressive. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Good evening once again. Good evening once again, everybody. I think we have to proceed with our program. We don't have to keep waiting. But I'll be expecting my co-host Victoria to join us very soon. Except she's busy, but I believe that she will join us very soon. And remember how we run this program. Any of you that would like to share their experiences on how they handle harassment and insults at their place of work, or they want to share how they handle this already, what experience. Good evening, Victoria. How are you?
I'm good. Good evening. We missed you last week.
I know. And I miss all of you. Like, oh my God, I miss all of you too. I just explained the reason why I wasn't able to come. I told you already, I told you through our box. I was at
Yeah.
work, I was filming, but I thought there would be, a network right there so that I'll be able to hold the program even from location. But unfortunately, there wasn't even electricity where we went to. There wasn't even good road where we went to. So that's how I lost everything. I wasn't able to hold the program last week. But I
Okay.
am happy I'm here today. At least I have you all here with me.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Let me increase my volume. I hope all of you are hearing me. Okay, Victoria. Today we are
Yes.
treating this topic. I have my reason. I have my reason for treating it, but that I'm gonna reveal in the end. Oh, I saw somebody from Olo. I'm actually from Olo. Wow, wow. Nice to have you here. Or Biaranama. Okay. So I want us to talk about how to handle insults and harassment to a woman at their place of work. But at the same time, it doesn't stop our kings or princes in the house to chip in something, maybe something that happened to them at their own place of work as well. I mean, it doesn't stop them. But remember, it's all about resilient roses and the way resilient roses should handle things to be able to maintain their mental health, maintain their peace and orderliness in their lives. So let's talk about how to handle insults and harassment at your place of work as a woman, whether you're a married woman whether you're a single woman, you are a woman. Because it's a difficult thing. Truly, it's not always an easy thing. That I know, because nobody wants to, for example, nobody wants to resign because it could be your avenue of fending for your family. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, because in all honesty, something happened to me. It's still happening, and it's not funny. And I'm talking about my work, my job, what I do, and how we are trying to handle it. Because in the process of trying to handle insults or harassment at your place of work, we will not forget as resilient women not to lose ourselves. Because if you're not careful, you will lose yourself in the process of handling such parts in your life. Yes, I know that we need to work, we need to earn a living, we need to make money. But when someone feels that they are giving you food, and they feel that because they are feeding you, and more especially because you are vulnerable as a woman, that they can do anything and get away with it. Some of our resilient women does not know how to handle the issues. Some people do give in. Some people do give in. For example, let me just say, for some women that go through sexual harassment, majority do give in. At the end of the day, you will continue to give in, you will get tired. There are some people that can pass you over, toss you around like a dish. So it gets to a point you get tired. It gets to a point that you will get tired. Now, for those of us who refuse to give in, they are facing they're facing crises. Like, the hurt is unbearable on their part. So that's why I want us to know something. For me, as a human being, if you don't have God in your life, I don't know what else that you need to be in. Because if you tell me you want to be in the other way around, there's something like power past power, or power jam power, for example. But in all honesty, God Almighty is the overall. Then, if you don't have God in your life, for me, I can't speak for every other person, I believe that it will be so difficult for you in life. But why I'm saying this is for those of us that says, I have to give in, because if I don't give in, my children will not eat. If I don't give in, my house will crumble. If I don't give in, my landlord will kick me out. And they decide to give in. Now, for those that give in, well, I'm not here to judge how anybody should live their life, but I ask question, how do they feel? For me, it's difficult. It's difficult. So please, Victoria, let's touch this. Let me hear from you.
All right. So personally, I haven't experienced harassment from men. I've never had to deal with that. But for me at work, the kind of bullying and harassment I've experienced was from a female boss. And usually in corporate world, you get to work where, when you're in the office settings, there's always the clique, people that like each other, that are together, and people who don't think you deserve the position you have, and for that reason, they don't want you there. That's the part that I've dealt with. So unfortunately, I don't know if that relates to what you're talking about, but I've never had to deal with, harassment. It was really, it was such an experience that now I do things differently. However, now I look at it from a different perspective. Initially, when I was having the experience, I did not understand what was going on. I thought just doing my job, keeping happy with my job and happy with what I was doing. So having somebody who came and was like, oh, you're not part of the clique. Oh, we don't think you deserve this position. Oh, you're not supposed to be here. And really making things difficult for me was challenging. It was such a horrible experience that sometimes in the morning when I wake up and I see that I woke up, I get sad that I woke up, because I would actually wish that I don't wake up and deal with what I was experiencing. It was such a traumatic experience that no matter what I was doing, I tried to have conversation with her. I said, hey, I'm just doing my job. I have 2 kids. I'm just living my life. I'm doing my work. What is it that I'm doing that you don't like? And she will sit in my face and lie and say, "Oh, nothing. I value you, but I just think that you shouldn't be here. You should be doing something better. You should have your own branch." I was like, "Yeah, I understand that, but my kids are still little. I don't want to have such responsibility. Becoming a branch manager takes a lot. I see the hours they
Yeah.
put in, and I cannot sacrifice that for my family's sake. Let me just do what I'm doing right now." And she will lie in my face, and then still, so it was 2 years of me dealing with that traumatic experience. I developed anxiety. If I wake up and remember I have to go to work, I dread the day. It was so bad, but like you said, trusting in God was what helped me through the
Yeah.
process. So
Yes.
I became more careful. I became more observant of what's going on. What I said, you know what? The company does not belong to you. It does not belong to your dad. I've worked 11 years here. You can't just come and take away something that I've worked hard to build. So I don't care who you think you are. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing until God wants me to do something otherwise, but that's it. So take that power from you. They turn it around and make themselves a victim. So she turned it around and made herself a
True.
victim. She called me a witch, that she was having nightmares at night. Which she told me, and I told her she needs to sleep with a Bible. But for me, my prayer was, if you don't want me to have rest, you cannot have rest. So as you torture me,
Simple.
God will torture you. Period. I understand that, and then I came to find out that this is who she is. That's how she does things. She goes to a place, and the people that she doesn't like, she gets rid of them. She'll make up lies. She'll accuse them of things, and they get fired. So for me, it was hard for her to get rid of me, because up until then, I had a very good record with the company. I was hardworking. I've worked for 11 years with them, so so it wasn't easy for her to just get away with it. So I resisted it. I fought it. It was a horrible experience. But now in hindsight, I am thankful for her. In fact, I was just sharing that with my daughter last week. I said, when I see her, anytime I run into
Oh,
her now, I'm not gonna be upset with her anymore. I'm not angry with her anymore. I actually thank her for pushing me to take the steps that I took to change my life. Sometimes we don't understand that
good.
certain things
Good.
happening to us can be looked at from a different version, from a different point of view.
A
So,
blessing.
yeah, she saw
Yeah, it
the
could be a
potential
blessing.
in me. Yeah, she saw that I
Yeah.
was good, and she was telling me I was better than this. But the way she was saying it came across as being hostile, but I didn't listen. That God was actually using her to push me to my next level. So I was looking at it from a natural
Um,
point of view, from a physical point of view, without looking at it from a spiritual point of view. I
and
don't know if you
spiritual
understand what I
side.
mean by
Good.
that.
I
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
I do. Totally. I do.